I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Y'all gotta excuse the way I look, y'all, cause y'all know if y'all been following me, y'all know I don't give a fuck about what people still think about me. But I'm going to listen to some music, and I wanted to say this because I don't think I'm gonna make no more videos for the rest of the day. But I'm gonna be real transparent with y'all, and I'm gonna tell y'all the absolute truth. But every time when I get on TikTok to make these videos, I'm gonna be real honest. I only tell y'all what I think. I only tell y'all what I feel. I only tell y'all what I know. And I don't try to get on here and try to convince no one to believe in something. I just give people, I try to get people just to think and use their minds, and use common sense. So I don't try to get on here and force people to believe in what I believe in. I just want us as human beings get into a different thinking process and start thinking broadly, and stop thinking in this one box, you know. And what I notice is that this is 2025, and we are in the age of Aquarius. We are in the year of the serpent. We are in the year of the nine. And I feel like this serpent, if you spiritual, the serpent basically means the truth. And it's this video going around because one of my TikTok friends sent it to me, and I know if he see this video, he gonna know what it is. It's a video of Elon Musk with Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates. And if you saw this video on TikTok right now, it's a cartoon. If you look at Elon Musk, if you look at Elon Musk in the beginning of the cartoon, he didn't have nothing around his neck. And then all of a sudden you saw this blue thing wrapped around his neck, and he called him Alvo. And he said, I got a tip from Alvo right here. Alvo represents the snake. He said, I got it, because remember, the snake bears truth. He said, I got a tip from Alvo right here, that it was a black family in the hood called the Bryants or something, that they have a gene in them. So basically, the serpent represents the truth. And that was something that was exposed in the cartoon. And I don't think nobody picked up on that if they did see this video. But what I'm trying to say is that in a way, I'm kind of happy that that my page is so shadow banned the way that it is. Because right now, one thing that I notice right now is that a lot of people that is getting targeted right now. And a lot of people, I'm not even talking about with social media, but a lot of people that is getting targeted right now are the ones that got a mind of their own. The one that thinks out the box, the ones that have a different opinion, the ones that actually can see things differently. Because so many people are programmed to think the same thing, until if you got somebody out the group that think outside the box, it's going to make them different. And one thing that I learned about being on TikTok is that a lot of the people that I follow, a lot of the people that is really giving out truth and knowledge and understanding on this app, they are basically just speaking their mind. They are basically seeing things in a different way. They are basically using common fucking sense. Because a lot of people that I follow on this app, they not spiritual. I'm not gonna say that they are not spiritual, but what I'm trying to say is they are able to think in a different. It's like they frequent. I don't know what the fuck it is. All I know is that the majority of the people that I follow on here, if you listen to how they talk, they use common sense. And one thing that, and I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I have gotten the most beautifulest compliments I've ever had in my life. I can admit. My TikTok followers, my TikTok friends and family, Y'all really pumps my head up. Y'all really pump my damn head up so bad until it's amazing I'm not as extremely big headed. But honestly, I just use common sense. I use common sense. And what I do is when I use my common sense, y'all got to understand we are living a human experience, right? So if we are living a human experience, right, that means that we going through this experience for a reason. What is the reason that we have to experience this life? What is the reason that we have to experience this kind of life? And even Jesus Christ had to experience it. He died in it. You know what I'm saying? So what is the whole real purpose and reason of living this life experience? Like, why do I got to come down here and suffer? Why do I got to come down here? Like, what is the whole meaning and purpose for living this kind of life, being in this body? What is the whole meaning in that? Like, why did I choose to do this? And when you get to that point in your life, a lot of us is going to get that answer. And a lot of us isn't. And the ones that get that answer, it was meant for them to get that answer. Because the real reason why we are living this life is because, number one, by the time you end your life, by the time your life ends, you're going to know whether you had control or whether you didn't have control. Before you die in your life, you are going to have a knowing and understanding before you take your last breath. Did I have control of my life, or was my life controlled? And you got a lot of people down here that don't have control over their life. It is being controlled by something or someone else. And when we let people control our lives, they can dictate to us whatever they want to dictate to us. And I'm talking about this in the physical way, and I'm talking about this in the spiritual way. You got a lot of people down here that is spiritually under control. And you got a lot of people down here, you can't control them spiritually at all, under no circumstance. And then you got a lot of spirits down here that is under control. So before you take your last breath, you are going to have that sense of knowing and understanding that you are being controlled or you are not. And if you die and you know in your spirit that you died under your own control, that means you can go freely. But if you die and you know that you was under control of anything, then you're going to go where that controller tells you to go. And you got a lot of people, like I said, is spiritually under control. And the fact that they are spiritually under control, they believe in their master, they believe in their God, they believe in their king. So wherever that king tells them to go, they shall go. Because they died with the knowing and understanding that I am controlled by him or her or it. But if you are a spirit and you die and you say, I'm controlled by, you go wherever. Because you ain't controlled by no one. You can walk and go as you please. And right now, the only thing that this earth is basically exposing is who is under control and who is not. And all the one that is under control, their main God and their main goal is to get them under control. Because they don't want no one leaving out freely. Because if they leave out freely, then they're going to be in control of them. Technically, we do, though. We already aware that we have control over them. There's nothing they can do to us. Because once we get into our real bodies, then we're going to be their gods. So we're going to be at the top of the pyramid. So it's like, I'm trying to tell y'all, this is an amazing time to be alive for real. Oh,